All right, so what we talking about? I guess we should just
Jump into it.
No Diddy.
So speaking of Diddy, he's done it again.
Dun, 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 dun.
If y'all recall, we did cover the first episode of Diddy Chronicles where Cassie did get a check. She filed paperwork and he wanted to go ahead and get rid of it, so he settled with her initially.
Tapped out quickly. Like
well,
2 days.
it really wasn't quickly, and this is how I feel about it. If he would have given Cassie the original amount of money that she was asking for, which was much less than she settled for reportedly, all of this stuff would never have been exposed in the media. So his poor decision making or advisement has gotten him here. And really, can we just say that it may have all come out anyway? It probably was going to end up eventually coming out anyway. Rather it be now in 2024 while he's still, in his 50s, to him being Bill Cosby's age. But eventually it was going to come out. So now Dizzy's back in the news. Tell us what's going on now.
So I don't know at this point. Houses got raided. It's Miami home, right? LA home got raided. They handcuffed his kids. Did you see the pictures of what they did to the home?
No, I didn't get to see those yet.
You see what they did?
I'm sure it's ransacked. They always destroy.
They got comments from his reps. They pretty much destroyed his crib. Like they broke into safes. It's like they tossed all the turned over stuff, threw like pulled drawers out. Like it just was like, come on, man. Like you could tell they were just being a little bit reckless. Like
I don't think so though, because if you've ever seen any raid, those houses are destroyed afterwards.
Oh yeah,
they're demolished. And the other thing is, these raids are not just something that you don't know that's coming. When you're on that list, even like from being around the hood, the hood folks, if you are under investigation, you pretty much know it. And when you get raided, it's only a matter of time. Like, it could be today, it could be tomorrow. But when they did these raids to his homes, they even alerted the news first. So you got to know that Diddy already knew, because this fool was on his O.J. Simpson air travel across the world.
He was on that been around the world.
Yeah, he was video. Like, boy, I've been around.
Remember, like he was in a jet and he just. Wow! I did not expect you were going to do the Carl Thomas.
Look, I can't sing. Okay, we already established that like episodes ago.
You hit some runs that I didn't really expect.
I was on my brandy.
Okay.
Oh.
But anyway, yes, he had to have known. He had to have known that this was coming, because he did charter a plane to get the heck up on out of there, but he was halted. So it's just unfortunate, because to me, if you knew it was coming, then why didn't you have your sons in another location? Because it's protocol for anyone in the household to be detained. So if they're going to be detained, they're going to be cuffed. That's traumatizing. Like those young men. I mean, Justin's about 30 now. I don't know how old.
They grown. They're grown.
I mean, yeah, but as a parent, would you really want to put your kids in that position?
This is the entertainment industry. Like they don't care.
So I think you said you know that it's coming, but you don't know exactly when.
Yeah.
So maybe they knew it was coming, but they didn't thought they maybe could have. Maybe they had plans to get out of there, and it just happened before they could get out of there.
I don't think so though, because if that were the case, he wouldn't be on this flight trying to exit the country.
So was he on the flight, or he was just at the airport? Because from what I heard, the plane was in Antigua.
He wasn't on there.
He wasn't on the plane. He was in Miami.
So apparently, like from what I've been hearing, I know all of this is alleged. It's not confirmed the initial report that I heard was that he was moving the two twins to get up out of here. But I don't know how he did it. I don't know like when he ended up leaving LA to go across country. I just know that he was halted at some point and ended up in Miami at the airport. So not only were his two homes raided, he ended up selling the shares to Revolt to where he no longer has any part of that company officially. To an undisclosed seller. Some rumors are saying 50 Cent is the person that bought it.
That's the perfect person.
He's messy, and who knows? It could be true. Also,
I love for that to be true.
Also, one other unfortunate misstep is his mule apparently was taken into custody also at Miami, and I don't know much about what's going on with that. I've been doing other things today, but that's been in the news. Ex Syracuse basketball player who carried his drug packaging around and monies, he was arrested. So it's like everything is coming down on this man.
Yeah.
And they say when it rains, it pours.
So apparently they said they didn't find anything in the raid, but they did take his hard drives. So they got his hard drives, whatever may be on there. I don't know. What y'all think? Is he going to get arrested? Is it because they don't have enough now, but they're trying to build something clearly?
We don't know that. If they have his hard drives, one thing for sure about it is people that do trafficking. They like to keep mementos. They like to keep those videos, and they might tell you like, "Oh, it's gone," but there's some video somewhere. And if he was smart enough and he really was moving the way that they're claiming that he was moving, man, he should have got rid of whatever evidence. But I don't know what's possible, what they could have found.
Yeah, man.
But that's why when they deal with people that move in those circles, they always find something on the hard drives and their phone or video somewhere, because they don't want to get rid of the evidence. And if he has other people that were participating in these events with them, he has them on camera too.
So basically, they're hoping that he actually pulls like a Jared from Subway.
I mean, I believe that's what their whole goal is.
Yeah.
Same kind of case.
Yeah.
I just know that if he goes down, he's not going alone.
Oh, no, he's taking people with him.
I think for him to even get to this point, somebody's already, maybe some people above him, maybe somebody with a little more authority, power, than kind of rolled over.
The crazy part about it is, no Diddy. The crazy thing about it is, last year when all of this came to a head, they were saying that he was under federal investigation, and the New York courts denied it. He denied it. There was all this stuff like, no, I don't have any RICO cases against me, blah, 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 blah. No one admitted to it. It was all fallacy back then. But apparently, we all know how the feds move. Like, if you're being investigated, they started 6 months to years ago. So they have said that there's four anonymous young ladies and one anonymous young man that had been cooperating with them. And they said, obviously, the other people that have come out in the open, like Tiffany Red, is that her name?
I'm not sure.
I swear you were the one that was sending
You said
it.
Tiffany Red?
I don't know why I'm thinking that's her name. The one that wrote for him, Beyonce, blah 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 blah, and the young man.
Oh, I can't remember the name, but I know.
Yes,
I know the video. I know what you're talking about.
So, her, and then also the young man that came forward. That's
Lil Rod.
Lil Rod.
And then
that name is kind of crazy though. Like,
hey, so there are people that have been working.
Lil Rod, take that.
With officials So I don't know. It's unfortunate to see someone that's a legend like that come crumbling down. But if you're really moving like that, I'm glad. Like,
Yeah, I just hate that the society we live in is just so many stories. Anybody going on the internet putting anything. I think it distracts from like the seriousness of this because it's like such a joke online, or it's like this shit is for real. Like, this is some serious accusations. Like people affected in real life, so it's like you do want to actually get to some facts. You know what I'm saying? So we can learn what really happened as opposed to just people's neighbors coming out. You know what I mean?
Oh, stop. He talking about how Diddy's neighbor came out and was trolling the media like, yeah, whatever they say he did, he had young girls bust his fool coming through.
About 3 a.m, the girl like, man, shut up.
The crazy part is like,
basketball can't go over there. I ain't picking it up.
I don't know. That's just being real messy. I couldn't see myself doing that with anyone. Like, I don't care if it was Diddy or if it was Freddie or anything. Like, I'm not getting involved with that. Like,
why you really put me in?
I know. I'm not saying that you. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, like whoever is in trouble, why would you even want to be involved with that? Especially if you've been reading how Diddy's moving.
Right.
I would be like, nah, I don't want my face on the camera.
Right.
He ain't sending his goons for me.
Right. Not necessary. Definitely don't want to go that route. Jose, how you feeling, man? Candy man.
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
No, what you think about it though?
Well, I mean, like, he asked me how I was doing. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man.
I thought I said, how you feeling?
I mean, even with the news out, I still sleep like a baby. I mean, the only thing I can see from this is that, like, this will have a domino effect if he is convicted, because he is going to sing so loud, like Jennifer Hudson loud. Like, because so many people is involved with so much business with Diddy. And this will like kind of eradicate the last generation of gatekeepers in music, because you have Russell Simmons who's kind of involved and he got a lot of stuff coming at him. Jay-Z is allegedly a part of this whole situation. So like, this is a domino effect that can actually happen and will really eradicate like all that the music of the past.
So does that mean that you're gonna stop listening to anything produced by Diddy?
They done it with Kelly, with Kells.
But I'm saying, does that change how you listen to it?
I kind of been off of listening to Diddy for like the last like 5 years. So.
Yeah, I don't think he has anything that I really even played. Like,
exactly.
For real. I mean, that new R&B album was decent, but I never.
I mean, All About the Benjamins is probably.
Yeah, that's like, I'm always gonna listen to that because Lil' Kim.
I got you.
I mean, Locke's kind of like they. I mean, Diddy did set the stage pretty decent on that, but like really.
Let's discuss how though, like, you reap what you sow, because he's done so many people foul in this industry as far as
it's one of the worst gatekeepers in music.
As far as paying them what they're owed, wild contracts. I just hate that it had to be more so. I just hate that it had to be a black man. I do.
I knew something was messed up when he was giving out masters. Like, yeah,
he knew.
Like a year and a half ago. Like,
that's when he knew that stuff he was trying to get right, changing his name to Love.
So what happened to Harvey Weinstein? Has he gone to jail or anything yet?
He's been in for like a couple years. Okay,
what happened with Epstein killed himself? What happened to all the people that they found out that was a part of that? I
feel like it's a unspoken thing. Like, oh, you were a part of it, but we don't know how much you were involved. Like, did you just enjoy his company, or were you on the island doing shady stuff? Like, none of that stuff. Like, just because of flight log, that's like me saying, oh, I've ridden in a car with Jose, but I've not gone with him to strokers.
Do you think that? No, so there's got to be more evidence than
come on now.
What you get what I'm saying? There's something out there, but I feel like how those situations are treated versus how this is treated is gonna
Yeah.
show us a lot. It's gonna show us a lot.
It's you already know what it's gonna show. However, the main thing with the Epstein files, everyone's talking about the flight logs. That's what can you prove from a flight log, though? You can't really prove anything. That's why I think it's hard to say, hey, Beyonce and Jay-Z were on the plane. What were they doing going to Epstein Island? Like, there's nothing that really stands out that says they were a part of the unnatural happenings that were going on. But they may have stuff that's, on hard drives or, from Ghislaine. Is that how you say her name?
Glizzy?
Yeah.
No, I'm messing with you. You talking about
Her name is wild.
the one for
Maxwell.
the Epstein lady. I forget her name. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
If she's hold, then maybe they have, more. If there's documentations, it seemed like they documented a lot with the ins and outs of coming
Right.
in and out of the island. So I don't know. I don't know exactly.
She got arrested, right?
Yeah, she's in
Yeah,
jail.
She got locked up for helping them out. So I don't know. I feel like with the
And
Diddy
you
thing,
know who else is very closely related to all of that? And he's a Ohio State major donor.
who was that? Wexner?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that. So I don't know. I feel like with the Diddy thing, if they raided his house and got the hard drives, and this fool got stuff on the hard drives, he crazy.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have plenty of time to
To
get his
exit.
shit together.
He had 6 months.
Yeah, and even though before that, because R. Kelly got locked up, that should have been your red flag. Like, all right, let me
Yeah.
get this shit in order. That's one. Two, I don't know. If it is evidence for somebody on there, it's got to be pretty incriminating to pull other people down, especially at like the higher levels like that. That's why I think the Epstein thing never really materialized. It's too much bread.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Too much bread. There's too many high names where it's like,
So that's the thing. Even with this situation, it's going to be a lot of money involved, a lot of executive, a lot of CEOs, company owners, people in the music industry. Don't be surprised if you see, major label heads being involved. Like, what's his name?
Russell Simmons.
No, not him. It's dang, I'm not gonna remember his name. It's a white dude.
What talking about Leo Cohen?
Leo Cohen or
I
Clive
know
Davis?
No, not Clive. But Clive supposedly is in some shape or form allegedly involved. But there's going to be a lot of label heads that are going to be attached to this, because guess what? When Diddy had a party, everyone came.
Yeah.
Everyone was invited.
yeah, that was his claim to
So-
fame. Those parties, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you never know what happened, what was available at these parties, and if the trafficking rumors are true or false. But it wouldn't be surprising to me, honestly.
No, I agree. But I mean, until it's proven,
Yeah.
it's all speculation.
It is.
So we about to see who that game of the court game, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
How that plays out.
And that's going to take forever.
Yeah.
That process is going to take
I
forever.
mean, look at R. Kelly. It took years to even
20
just get him in
20
fucking trial.
15 years.
Yeah, bro. With
And-
all the type of
and-
money they got to
and
delay
30
stuff.
And 38 trapped in the closets was in between all that. like in plenty of albums and stuff. So like, Diddy got plenty of time to actually get his self together. But
Is he gonna join Russell and Bally?
It's too late for that. 'Cause
It is.
Russell just had a couple Me Too things, and not
Yeah.
trying to diminish it, but a lot of that shit got thrown out. So it was like,
Yeah.
in the long run, he was kind of in the clear. Not completely, because he did do some things, but it was like legally it couldn't be proved. So it's like Diddy, I think his shit, he can't hide nowhere. It's too far gone.
Boy, he looked real stressed in that Miami airport.
yeah, he did. Like, did he have like a cigarette? Like,
I mean,
he
at
had
the
a
end of the
cigarette, like,
day,
he was smoking a cigarette or something. Like,
I don't know. I
Yeah.
only seen the phone in his hand, but he was surely pacing back and forth like,
yeah.
I'm all effed up. What the F I'm gonna do now?
But you know what? At the end of the day, though, nobody wants to see their kid.
Front the back. I had to like think for a second, like, what video was that? Okay.
Hey, that was that damn beginning of that song. I can't think of it.
Yeah.
We already had this freaking.
Right.
What I'm gonna do now?
Right.